Woo! Good morning. We're back again. Are you guys ready? Let's get into it. We've got a lot of things to do, like usual. And hopefully we'll get some more content in today. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and prep the table here. So we had a big event yesterday for Darley's auction with their antique stuff. So today we've got to catch up on what we would usually do on a Sunday for cleaning and stuff, and prep for tomorrow, for Tuesday. Get extra stuff done today. We got back late in the evening, so we got a lot of prep to do, which means I'm in control today since Pitmaster's got other stuff he's got to do today. So I'm on the smoker today. So we'll see how we do. Right now I'm by myself, so this is fun. With barbecue and stuff, you'd think it'd be easy to find the aluminum foil. Couldn't find it. So what I'm doing here basically is I'll sanitize this table, and then I like to put a layer of aluminum down. I put a layer of aluminum down after I sanitize the table. Oh my goodness, you see the struggle? The aluminum is just an extra protectant, so it's easier to clean up because, cutting brisket, whole pork ribs, it all gets messy. So this just makes it a little bit easier. And with all the seasoning, kind of catches it more so I can throw it away. Now let's go do the fun part. Here, go start the fire up real quick. I make sure air gets through. This is how you have a nice separation in between. Run with some more wood. We'll do one more. Great. Alright, so every time I do the fire, it seems to always die on me with the propane. Look at the difference. Alright, so I'm hoping I didn't just break this because my phone fell over there at the firebox. So I'm hoping that we didn't break the mic thing, because there's a little attachment that goes on the end where you charge your phone. And it hooks up to the mic when you turn it on. So we'll see. Fire's going. We'll let that sit and get hot and heat it up, and we'll start working on the briskets, the pulled porks, and the ribs right now. And then we'll add more to the fire in between, and then eventually we'll put them on once it gets up to temp, and we'll go from there. Oh my god, it's like carrying toddlers. They're heavy. Alright. I need knives. I got to sharpen the knives. I don't get yelled at. So in the last video, me and my dad were talking, and he said I was going to get made fun of because I did not sharpen the knives before cutting, which is why I struggled a little bit to cut off the fat. This is not the right knife. Where's the other knives at? This is the right knife. 3, 4. Take the knives and go. I don't know how he does it. Alright, there's that. Bam, there's one. You done yet? No. Oh shoot, we need a tray. God dang it. I knew I was forgetting something. How many times I do this to myself? A lot. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this instead of an aluminum. I can't find one. Which means we're out until I get my delivery today. So, wait, no, tomorrow. Today's Monday. You see, I don't know what day I'm at. I'm so lost. Look at how big this thing is. My gosh, what did you eat? Oh yeah, there we go. Call her Big Bertha. My goodness. Look at that. Look at how thick that is. And she goes. I think today's going to be the day we remember how to cut this brisket without help. Because in the last one, I went ahead and called my dad over on the first one. No, the second one. The first one I got done by myself. But on the second one, the struggle was real. Flip that bad boy. Oh my goodness. What the heck did this cow eat? A whole other cow? My gosh. Hey, Dad. Dad, how's this look? Okay, you big old heifer. Okay, so have the brisket done. We'll get the fire going and add more wood. And take that one in the corner. Like it. It's rounded. Once again, I burnt my finger. Look at how well I did. I'm so proud of myself. Pretending like I knew what I was doing. Told you I was a professional. This is the satisfying part. Ready? Wait, hold on, I lied. Alright, now you ready. Aww. Alright, this time, we're gonna get all in one go. Bang! Look at me go. Not Felicia. What about this?
Whatever.
Well, I'm not sure. That's why I asked
Okay,
you.
you're good.
Okay. Goodbye. Love you. Love you. Thank you. I want with more passion next time. I want you to mean it with your heart. This is Big Bertha. From the brisket. Look how big it was. Big Bertha. Yeah, so we're letting the fire, after that wood I put on, we're going to let it burn down, and by the time I finish seasoning, it should be down and all, ash and coal. Because when you go to do the fire, and if you're not quick enough, the fire will come up through the firebox and through the smoker where the meat's put, and that's a big no-go. That can cause a fire hazard and get really dangerous, and it'll pick up on you. So you don't want a big old fire being fed while you're trying to put meat on the smoker. I've already done that once before, and I've watched my dad do it. It's not fun. Oh yeah, so a little bit about working at here and owning it is we're small, like I said, and because of that, we put everything back into this business, which means I don't get paid. So, which I don't complain. So all my hard work, I put every single day into working. So, Sundays are only our day off, and so I'll go out and pick up side jobs and do yard work and stuff to get somewhat paid. I only get tips.
Okay, so my mic cut off at this point during the thing, which means that the mic died on me. So at this point, we're seasoning the pulled pork right now and getting that all done. And in between, I'm talking about whatever random stuff I decided was a great idea to talk about. So, yeah, here we go. Okay, so at this point, I'm putting the mustard on, I'm doing the seasoning, and then sadly, at this point, this is where I fudge up, because as you can see, I forgot completely to put the rest of the mustard on, on the bottom, and so this is the point where I'm seasoning it, and at one section of the video, I remember looking up at my brother, Jack, and being like, I just didn't put any mustard on the bottom of this, and laughing at myself. So enjoy me making this mistake. Okay, this is the part where it happens. And I look up and I go, oh shoot. And so my geniusness decides, oh, I'll just put the mustard on top of the seasoning. Now, I don't know how many people are gonna yell at me. Look at me just smiling at myself like, yep, look at what I just did. But I don't know how many people are gonna give me hate for this. But at the end of making this pulled pork and finishing off later in the day, it came out great anyways when we served it. So I'm happy either way. But this is just one of the things you learn from and need to pay attention to when you do it. And I have no idea what I'm talking about at this section. But yeah, there goes me being me.
Okay, and then as we continue, I put some aluminum foil down where that pork seasoning was, so I'm not mixing up the pork seasoning onto the beef seasoning from the pulled pork onto the brisket. And my goodness, I don't know why, but I'm flipping it back and forth like a goofball instead of just covering it. And then at this section, I ran out of mustard for the other side after seasoning the first side. And then I was asking my brother to pour more mustard on. And look at me scooping up more wherever I can find it. And possibly putting a little bit of pulled pork seasoning in there. Oh, and then at this point, we're lifting up that big old smoker top to put in all of that delicious meat that I've seasoned and cut up. And I think I was moving, we have these pieces of wood that we have in there to hold up certain trays so stuff doesn't spill like our mac and cheese. And so I'm putting the ribs in here now, and just plopping them on in. And then we go ahead and put the brisket on. Now I know where to put the ribs, but when it comes to the brisket and me flopping the brisket everywhere and anywhere, you gotta put it a certain way because of the hot spots on this smoker.
and he's showing me which way and how to put it, and then I had to go ahead and stick the thermometer in to do the temperature checks for the meats later on throughout the video. And I made the mistake to put it in the wrong way, so at this point I believe I've moved it and flipped it, and then we're doing, and look at my face as I'm from holding that brisket for so long. Big Bertha was heavy. Oh, there we go, flipping it. I had to put it the correct way up because we had to put the thermometer in and stick it in the way he wanted it pointed on there to fit it in. And then at this point we're just cleaning up, and that's why I put the aluminum foil onto the table. That way I don't have to worry about a huge mess and seasoning sticking to the table as much. And then I'll throw that bad boy in. And I'll go ahead and take my bleach sanitary water and go ahead and wipe that all off and down and clean it all up. And then at this point I'm taking a drink break, which is great, in Alani, and talking about whatever the heck I talk about. And I realize how many times I flip my hair over my shoulder. My goodness. Alright, so I think this is where we're gonna end the video. There's always, like I said, just a waiting game at this point. Some other stuff I'm gonna be doing. The mic is dead for right now, so there's not a lot of audio I'm not gonna be able to pick up and give. Watching back on the video, there was a few things. There was like 30 minutes of the video that got cut out, so I'll probably have to do a voiceover of that part. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, share, follow. Please share it. I would love for more subscribers. I'm going to try to get more content out. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please let me know what you guys want to see. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a wonderful day. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And talking about whatever the heck I talk about. And I realize how many times I flip my hair over my shoulder. My goodness.